So thank you, Abby. Thank you to the entire SIA team. Thank you to all y'all for being here. My name is Monica Gearhart, and I'm the Executive Director of Gulf States Renewables. We're the SIA affiliate serving Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. And yeah, it's great to be here and see all the incredible energy. So look, I hate to call the Gulf Coast the canary in the coal mine because no one wants to be the canary, and I get that. But we are no strangers to disaster. As hurricanes come off the Gulf Coast, in increasing frequency and severity, solar plus storage is saving our communities. We've learned a lot since Hurricane Ida in 2021, which left most of South Louisiana without power for 10 days to 2 months, depending on where you live. I was working for the city of New Orleans. When a hurricane came, I deployed to City Hall, where we rode out the storm. Our emergency operations center was on the 9th floor. I was living and working out of my office on the 2nd floor. And our City Hall lost power, along with the entire city. So that means at the end of August, when temperatures are not just stifling, but also dangerous, there are no traffic lights, no gas stations, no pharmacies to fill your prescription medications, no doctor's offices, no urgent cares, and we're responding to a hurricane. We deployed city buses to serve as cooling centers for some of our most vulnerable residents, and we still lost 7 people to heat-related deaths after the storm, in the aftermath of that storm. Since then, we've invested big in resiliency solutions, from rooftop solar and storage on congregations, neighborhood restaurants, apartment buildings, housing for the elderly, critical infrastructure around the city that can serve as congregate shelter or just neighborhood-based respite for households that open their doors to their neighbors, right? Solar in the Gulf Coast is life-saving work. And as we see unexpected disasters in unexpected places around the country, more states are going to follow our lead. The state of Louisiana is outfitting critical infrastructure like National Guard bases and emergency operations centers with solar and storage. The city's working through a $35 million docket of distributed solar resources bound together by a virtual network to improve demand response. We have more power outages than any other state, and we have more heat-related deaths than any other state. And the consequences of regularly losing all of your contents of your fridge or your restaurant's walk-in cooler have all led us to invest big in resiliency and hazard mitigation like solar and storage. And our workforce development has responded in kind. We have these amazing solar engineering, electrical, and construction programs. Across the state of Louisiana, we have 9 new programs at our technical colleges and universities that are training our workforce. University of Louisiana Lafayette has trained 1,500 new solar energy workers, and these folks are already on the ground, right? These are our boots on the ground. We have new manufacturing. We have 800 jobs coming online next year at one facility alone. The boom in clean energy manufacturing is supercharging the Gulf Coast supply chain, and that's great news for Gulf Coast manufacturers and for every community that benefits from the new tax revenue, the job creation, and the long-term economic revenue. But that growth, as you all know, also depends on supply, right? It requires strong demand-side energy policies like 48E and 25D to justify investments large and super large, right? And get cheap, fast electrons to the grid quickly. Otherwise, all that goes away. I know our members, all y'all, and so many of you are advocating for the solutions we need. The US Senate now needs to do its job, do its part, before we wipe out a workforce, an investment strategy, and a path to resiliency before it's even started. Thank you so much. Mr. Brandon Prelude.